Okay, this is good. Okay, let's go. I don't remember where I was last time.
Olivia has an artifact in her private lab that we've been studying for years. I believe you can use it to find the answers you seek. It bears your mark.
Olivia's personal laboratory is not part of the registered facilities database. Alpha-level clearance will be required to locate it. Granted.
You can access her Lazarus facility from the north sector of the Advanced Research Complex, about 80 kilometers away.
I'll bring the tram power online to take you there, but you'll need a UAC corporate facilities clearance card to activate it. There is a security station nearby.
suspicion. Let's go. Nice. I like that one. What did I get? But I won't go back. Provides increase in air.
Those who came before you and those with whom you serve all operate with the same goal in mind, the development of a new dawn for mankind. It is by this guiding principle, working together as a team, that we will elevate ourselves to the next plane of existence.
Demon reached detected.
Fight those guys. What the fuck? Damn.
Those who came before you and those with whom you serve all operate with the same goal.
Demon reached detected.
How do you fight those guys? It's actually unfair.
Those who came before you and those with whom you serve all operate with the same goal in mind, the development of a new dawn.
Demon reached detected.
seems to have taken your keycard. You will need to find it. The tram station will not be accessible without proper clearance.
use is prohibited. Highly volatile experiments and artifacts are currently being researched at a...
Demonic breach detected. Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
Intense challenge again. That's too intense. Fuck that.
You cannot send a team in to retrieve it.
I am the head of this corporation. All your work and discoveries here belong to me. He was mine before you even found him.
Access granted. Please be seated. The tram is now ready to depart. The UAC's Advanced Research Complex will be our final destination.
Times. Doesn't matter. It is what it is.
Now approaching UAC Advanced Research Complex.
It's time we meet in person. My office is on the second floor of this facility.
This vast state-of-the-art research, design, and production center uses cutting-edge technology and fabrication techniques to prototype everything from robotics to weaponry to subspace communication systems.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdowns in effect.
Actually, I think this sounds like a lot of action. My heart can't handle more action, so let's just save this for later. Okay, I wanted to watch this. Okay. Got a cloud feeler. This YouTuber is the best. Rentoni. I love him.
I love the energy! Summer Game Fest
His humor is just so good.
is over,
I don't get how you can be so funny.
ladies and gentlemen. I watched every event, so many trailers, so many, and I have accumulated my highlights for you.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it was.
Some of them I thought are dead. But before we get to those, Xbox pissed me off this year. Gears of War E-Day, Fable, Contraband by the Just Cause developers. This thing was announced like 5 years ago. We need more info about these games.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They did already announce Fable. That's a game I'm really excited about.
Xbox, okay? I will come to your house, okay? No hate. My top 17 games, ranked in order from little bit hype to oh my god. Because although some things were missing, we still got some epic shit. Here we go. This is the only DLC on this list. All the rest will be full-fledged new games. Shadow Drop. It was rumored, ladies and gentlemen. It was rumored. I love when they do that. Oh, by the way, we're releasing something and it's out now. Stop! One of the best.
I also love that. What they did with Oblivion, amazing. 1 week they leaked something and then they released it the week after. Just, that's so golden for a game.
Most likes I've ever played. Lies of Pi. Ouverture that I still haven't gotten around to playing. Bro, I have so many videos planned. How can I even catch up with them? Love to see more
I
content
have to play so many games.
for such a great game. If it is on the level as the main campaign,
Welcome to Lords. All the awesomeness of a roguelike.
a game in the atomic universe, which is now a thing, The Cube. And bro, I swear to God, this is so my idea stolen. I have a lot of game ideas, yeah, that I will take to the grave, because a multiplayer online blah blah blah, don't care. But the world you play on is a Rubik's Cube or like a cube where the surface actively moves around, creating different map setups
That's actually fun.
and combinations. Literally my idea. They don't know this. You don't know this, but that's my idea. Are there no rich Arabs watching my videos? Can you like finance my shit? My games will sell. Trust me, bro. Anyways, that is a really interesting concept and I can't wait to see more. I'm probably gonna play one match and then be like,
Goodbye.
That sounds like a game you play one day.
oof, this is a vampire. Do you feel me when I say the following thing? Do you feel me? Do you get me? It looks shit.
Oh, this one.
But it also looks good.
They tried to change me into one of them.
I went back and forth every second. A little bit Witcher, a little bit Nosferatu. I'm open-minded. Am I? It looks interesting enough for me to be like, okay, wishlist. Careful. Narrated by Tom Hardy, which is awesome. I love Tom Hardy.
Took up the sword. Prayed I could win redemption through my deeds.
He's a BJJ practitioner, which makes us Wiener cousins. Chronicles Medieval. At first I thought, whatever, another Total War, Crusader Kings, whatever the shit. But then they show that final view over the Schlachtfeld and I saw those soldiers, I'm like,
1 million troops.
can I command these armies to attack? What is this game? And yeah, shut up, I know what you're saying. Oh, play... I actually don't know what you're gonna say. I get it, you wanna live in medieval times. But I just want like a polished little mass butter experience. So yeah, I'm watching you. Okay. How do I describe the following game?
Beast. Monsters. What? Monsters?
Dying
Imagine.
Light, the
Beast.
some in-betweener game to finance their next one. Ugh.
Is that what you're thinking?
I love him. He's so awkward and it's funny.
A few months ago, we basically started treating the
Beast
as the next entry in the Dying Light series. Maybe it doesn't have 3 in it, but for us, it is Dying Light 3. Have developers ever lied to you? Shut up. But yeah, looking at the gameplay, I think it looks less bloated, like the second one. Stop it with the, oh, you can impact the entire world with your actions, when features like that never pay off. Focus on the close combat, make it feel snappy, spicy. Get it right, Techland, this time, okay? I will turn your mom into my kurwa. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Oh! People always laugh at me when I tell them I get hyped for small indie games. It's not my fault that all you care about is big AAA games, okay? You know what you are? You are a size queen of video games.
Yeah, if you're not playing indie games, you're not a connoisseur of games.
Unlike me, who doesn't care. I have to think my analogies through to the end. Super Meat Boy 3D, it's the logical continuation. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that surprising. Tiny short levels, you die a million times. I will never forget how Super Meat Boy 1 made Sophia cry when I forced her to play it in Shaolin on my shitty little laptop. That franchise has a place in my heart. A classic 3D jump and run adventure. Love to see it. Super Meat Boy 1 made Sophia cry when I forced her to million times. I have to think my analogies through to the end. Super Meat Boy 3D, it's the logical continuation. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that surprising. Tiny short levels, you die a million times. I will never forget how Super Meat Boy 1 made Sophia cry when I forced her to play it in Shaolin on my shitty little laptop. That franchise has a place in my heart.
This indie game sounds a little bit too much.
A classic 3D jump and run adventure. Love to see it. Oi, oi, oi. A lot of people in my DMs, oh Ranton, can you please play the demo? Can you please try this? Bro, this is like Sifu.
Don't speak.
What is and what isn't like Sifu is for me to decide. And also, I've played this demo already 2 years ago when it just came out, and it was, honestly, crap. The game I'm talking about is Acts of Blood, made by a single developer, which is, as always, astonishing, but I still put it on this list. Why? This motherfucker has been updating the demo a million times. He's patching the demo, which is awesome. I should play it again. There are guns now. I like that. And bro, you can so clearly see where he took inspiration from. And by the way, that's not a complaint. I love that. Show what you love. There's no shame in that. I think that's good. Brother, I got my eye on you. You're doing good work. My biggest complaint, the animation work is clearly lacking. It doesn't look that snappy. It doesn't look very punchy. I know animations are hard to do nowadays because we have some AAA games that have so many resources that take it to such a next level. How can you keep up? If you could just take this game and hand it to like a pro animation team, I'm sure that's just gonna cost $15 million. But I'm looking forward to check out the demo again, and the game looks solid.
Hype level 2.
I remember the first trailer, huge Kojima vibes. What is this game? Radio silence. Another trailer, it still looks amazing.
Bro, this looks actually...
Huge Kojima vibes. What is this game? Radio silence. Another
Yo, I like
trailer, it still looks amazing. Delay. Radio silence. Years pass, and now a new trailer for
It's on the moon?
Pragmata.
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
2026. It's real. XD. XD.
They're even trolling us.
Third person, over the shoulder, sci-fi shooty, and the girl on your back, maybe she has the magic abilities. Cool, but more. More. If you delay it again.
I like games that have like crazy ideas.
Ooh, okay.
That are not related and it's just crazy.
Relax, stay calm. This one is weird. Game of Thrones War for Westeros. One of the shows I've never seen a single episode of, and I
watched it, don't want to talk.
Happy I didn't because I hear that the ending sucks. Is the adventure worth it on its own without the good payoff? You tell me. So, don't really know this IP. No gameplay is being shown. Big army fighting with a sword, then a dragon, and then the trailer ends and it says real-time RTS. Now that's how you get me. And then I check on Steam, and the developers, you so dumb. The Steam page is getting me hyped. Look at this. We have an overworld, we have big butter, base building. That's why I'm hyped. Release date 2026. Can't wait to see proper gameplay. Japan 1943. Look at this, bro. This is what Japan looked like in that time? 1943? That's insane. It's beautiful. Music, party, dancing, no guilt for what they did to my people.
Explain it.
Stranger than heaven. I hope this will be a little bit more sandboxy than their other games. When I say that, by the way, I just mean let me kill pedestrians. That's literally the only thing I want. The potential is ridiculous. Oh my god. This is the last game of Hype Level 2. Then we take it to the next. Look at this trailer. The whole time I was thinking, weren't there rumors about a Tomb Raider reboot? And then I thought, yep, look at her. She's Tomb Raiding. And then I saw her face and I thought, doesn't this look like Noomi Rapace from Prometheus? It's not listed on her IMDb, but this looks like her. Resonance. A Plague Tale Legacy, which worries me a little bit because does that mean I have to play the Plague Tale games? I haven't played either of them. I know they're supposed to be good. I should play them. I've never gotten around to it. Release date, sadly, 2026.
Hype level 3.
My friend who recommended Doom to me also recommended Plague Tale games to me, but I don't know. It's not eye-catching for me.
Be careful in Hype Level 3. This is stuff where I'm like, we got a huge gameplay trailer that showed us so much. Silent Hill is known to be such an iconic Konami Japanese franchise, but it never played in Japan before. This is the first time. The monster designs in these Silent Hill games are such nightmare fuel, man. Japanese people, I swear to God, Japanese developers, I always say this, yeah? I think, no hate. Japanese people, I think, and that's all I say about that. What is it with Japanese horror games and women with long black hair over the face? Scares me every time. I'm in the generation of people that grew up watching The Ring and The Grudge and the shit. I wonder if that still hits for younger people. I don't know. You tell me, huh? And it's releasing so soon, bro. September 25th! I don't know about you, but this one is giving me very strong God of War vibes. How the character walks, the camera angle, the environment. It's straight up God of War.
I hear not the clamor of conquerors.
It looks extremely polished. Honestly, AAA level. And then we get this other dude who comes in, which is making me think, is this a co-op game? Look at the cover art here, it's 2 people. Echoes of the End, coming this summer.
Hype level 4.
This is top level hype. These 4 games now are...
Let's get into it.
It's a dream come true. First of all, this is a game that I've been keeping my eyes on for a long time. They have a YouTube channel where they upload dev diaries every 2 or 3 weeks. I'm telling you, this is The Last of Us meets Splinter Cell in Korea. Mudang, 2 hearts. It speaks for itself.
나 이익을 줘야 한다면
당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며
So far, with all the work in progress snippets I saw, I could never put together what is this game actually about. But it seems to be a political thriller with some infection, some crazy sci-fi shit. Wow. The gameplay got me hyped. Now the story brought it home, man. Or the setting or whatever. Goes right to the top of my list. Release date, 2026. The following game I thought was dead. Or a scam. The first trailer of this game was released around 5 years ago and it looked incredible. But since then, it's been basically radio silence. I follow them on Patreon. Every little thing they release is cinematic CGI stuff. And I started to realize over the past year, it's bullshit. This is not a thing. This game is not real. And then they drop 2 trailers, by the way. That game is called... And oh my God. Just look at the way they react to the
I don't like horror games.
shots. I can't handle it, man. Video games are the best. And then when I was already coming and jizzing my pants, the trailer ends with this little thing here. Bro, it's a head. I know Resident Evil Village vibes a bit, but still. And then when you think it's all over, wow, boom, I'm sold, you get another bonus on top. Please be real. Please be real. Next level. I think this one is also 4 years since the announcement trailer. 007 First Light. The first James Bond game in over 10 years. Can you believe that shit? I swear to God, if I could pick any developer in the world to make a James Bond game, it's them. And then I heard it's third person. Thank you! It's a dream come true. The only thing I would say is, that's got me a little bit, why did they pick such a young 007? He looks like he's the next Nathan Drake in like an Uncharted reboot. Don't we all associate Bond with a more ripe man? Look at Daniel Craig, look at Pierce Brosnan. He's not this young action hero. He's a sophisticated man. Shriveled, every fight takes a toll on him. So this does actually throw me off a lot. I wish he was a bit older. Good thing we got mods. This was one of the things that I desperately wanted to see, and we saw it. Thank you, IO Interactive. Release date, 2026.
Number 1.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Beautiful. I'm slowly starting to think that this is my favorite gaming franchise of all time. Bro, how they show that 9 pop up in the Requiem text. Like, They know how to build that hype! Is this Apocalypse? Is this first person? Is this third person? Raccoon City police station completely annihilated?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for.
What is happening? Resident Evil is such peak gaming. Please don't fuck it up. Can we let the rumors about Leon Kennedy being a second playable character be true? Oi! You know what? If we get 2 playable characters, let one be first person, one third person. The 2 worlds combining! Release date, February 27th. And apparently it will already be playable at Gamescom. So not much longer until we find out what perspective it is. Capcom, you dogs. And with that, my highlights come to an end. Thank you guys for tuning in again. I'm back in the grind, brother. I love you all. You're loyal. Some of you. Some of you. No, joke. No, hate. If you like what I do, support my Patreon or become a channel member. I appreciate it a lot. And soon I'm starting a sort of long-term partnership with a brand that sent me a massive package to try their products and is solid. And that's gonna work not with like 1-minute ad integrations, but so, what's it called? I get like a percent